Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at Int Fasha and her EZA. So this is Cunning moves Fasha. She obviously is one of the free-to-play Team Bardock EZAs. She's a low-class warrior lead of 77% or a Int type key plus 3 and HP attack and defense of 50% lead. She greatly raises defense for one turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense. She has attack and defense of 150% in her passive, with a high chance, which is 50%, of evading the enemy's super attacks and normal attack. She also randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres when there is an ally whose name includes Bardock on the team. She gives all allies key plus 3 and Team Bardock allies attack and defense of 30% within the same turn after evading an attack. So obviously Fasha can evade before and after her super attack. She does have the same effect, and her SA can fire off a little bit early, which is great. It can fire from 9, which is awesome, and so you don't need as much key. In terms of her overall stats, she looks pretty solid. Much better defensively as a unit. Obviously greatly raising defense for one turn is very helpful. In terms of build, I think you could probably raise Fasha to be an additional type unit. As much as I do like putting crit to maximize unit damage, I feel like double greatly raising defense with Fasha is a much better call, since she's a much more defensive orientated unit with her evasion and her greatly raising defense, along with providing a buff to other members that are part of Team Bardock. She's a very strong unit and her link set is decent. Team Bardock, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Pride, Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. Team Bardock obviously being the most exclusive link skill, but Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit are all super common link sets that you can find with the majority of units, and Battlefield Diva obviously assists her with the Pepe Girls team. Now the only real issue that Fasha has is that she is only on low class warriors, Pepe Girls, Pure Saiyans, Team Bardock, Space Traveling Warriors, and of course storied figures. Overall, I really like what Fasha brings to the table, and I think she's a very strong unit and a very powerful one at that. I like her kind of ability to create rainbow orbs. I think it is very good. I also like her overall defense and her ability to evade, which will help her in longer form events. As we can see here, we have quite a few links active, and we have 148,000 defense or so with no defensive equipment. We also have a 50% chance to evade, which is pretty strong, and her link set is one that is prone to getting stronger over time. With links like Prepared for Battle and Shattering the Limit, she gains additional defense, and Team Bardock is a very powerful link that gives her attack and defense of 10% at max link level. So very strong link set overall, and just a very powerful unit. We didn't get the 50% evasion there at all, but 2 million is a very decent attack stat. She's also going to lower attack and defense of Trunks, which is pretty solid. Now it is entirely obviously notable that she does rely on a couple links that she shares with Team Bardock for the majority of her link power. So Saiyan Pride is a very important one because it's a 20% link attack increase. Saiyan Warrior Race is also a very crucial attack link. It's 5% with a 10% max. Team Bardock is also very strong, being 10% attack. So just by linking her with Team Bardock members, you're immediately gaining over 40% attack and 10% defense just in links. Saiyan Lineage as well is great for key and attack and defense, and they'll all have Prepared for Battle or Shattering the Limit. So overall, obviously it's imperative you want to try and link her with Team Bardock members because of the fact that she's going to gain so much out of it. But with all of them receiving their EZAs, that is a lot easier done. The team she struggles on the most, honestly, is Pepe Girls, just due to the fact that there's not a lot of Saiyan members on Pepe Girls that exist as units. There are some hybrid Saiyans on there, most notably obviously being Pan. Otherwise, you're best off linking her with a Kale or Caulifla. Problem being is that most Kale or Caulifla units generally want to link with other Kale or Caulifla units. You will get things like Sand Warrior Ace, Sand Lineage, Battlefield Diva, but you won't be getting pretty much anything else, and you won't be getting the major links like Team Bardock. Obviously, you could link her with the Fasha Great Ape unit, but the issue with the Fasha Great Ape unit is that she's just not very good, basically. But they do share a decent amount of links, being Team Bardock, Sand Pride, Battlefield Diva, and Shattering the Limit and Sand Warrior Race. So they do share some very strong links. They just unfortunately not very good. Once Fasha the Giant Ape receives an easy A, then we're going to have a very strong Fasha based pairing, or you could get something like a Gain, would also be really solid as an option in future. We could get something like Gain, which would be a nice decent pairing partner with Fasha, at least, you know, to a certain extent. Maybe a Xeno Pan that is on the Pepe Gals category would also be able to help. But ideally there is a slight lack of options, just considering the only two female Saiyans really of note are Kale and Caulifla, and of course they basically are designed to link with each other, not necessarily with anyone else. So that is something notable that you're going to want to be aware of. But for the most part, obviously it is still pretty good for Fasha. She has a lot of great linking partners. She's got, you know, Tora, she's got Borgos, she's got Bardock himself, she's got the Team Bardock LR. All of them are 5 link partners, 6 link partners, so it's not like it's a huge major issue for her. And we can see here 2.7 million is a very solid attack stat. Yes, it is a double support rotation. She did also get her evasion beforehand, but for the most part it is still very good. So very impressed with Fasha. I think defensively she's very strong. She's got a lot of utility. I think even if you're running her on the Team Bardock, you're probably going to run her alongside Bardock himself in the first slot. So you could go crit or full additional. I would just ideally go a split of both, because I think you can get utility out of both. So in terms of her link set, obviously, as I mentioned before, it's pretty heavily focused on the Sand side of things. Team Bardock, Sand Warrior Ace, Sand Pride, Sand Lineage, Battlefield Diva, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit, all being fairly strong links, Shattering the Limit being a free-to-play unit, key link, Prepared for Battle being strong for both Hybrid Sands and Pure Sands, Sand Lineage and Sand Warrior Ace being a very similar link, and Sand Pride and Team Bardock being very consistent with her other Team Bardock members. So she's got a very strong link set for the unit you want to link her with. The only team she's going to struggle on a little bit is obviously Pepe Gals, just because, as mentioned before, Kale and Caulifla units like to link with each other more so than they do with Fasha. But with that being said, she does have pretty much an encompassing link set for the majority of the team she's on. Low Class Warriors, Pure Saiyans, Team Bardock, Space Traveling Warriors, and Storied Figures all feature enough options for you to link her with as a free-to-play unit. I think for the most part, the teams she's going to help you out with the most are probably just going to be using her as a Pure Saiyan substitute, or using her for Low Class Warriors or Team Bardock based teams. She's fine on Space Traveling Warriors, but realistically Bardock's team should have been on Terrifying Conquerors if you wanted to really encompass them properly, but that would have made them Extreme type, which wouldn't have really made them the antithesis to the Ginyu Force as they're kind of portrayed as being. With that being said, overall I think her link set is fine, and I think she's going to really aid out Bardock units. She's not going to make Bardock units all of a sudden great, but all these encompassing changes to the Team Bardock units does really help out and does really improve the strength of these units. If you look at a unit like the AGL Team Bardock, a lot of what holds him back is the Low Class Warriors category itself, and all of these units receiving an easy A is going to help him out a lot with that whole kind of design. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to link sets. Basically everything you need to know. Let me know what you guys think in your comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. So thank you for watching, and bye.